Hello. I'm gonna have to listen back on some of this audio because new setup. Yes. Hello. Hello. Yes, I'm back. Uh, well, I say back. I'm not doing scheduled streams right now, so it's just kind of by ear, and I just hadn't streamed in a bit. Uh, New setup. I've got. I. I. Hang on. Hang on. Let me test something here. Ah. 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 Okay, that's not working. 1 second. There's a thing that's not hooked up correctly. This happens. Oh, right. New microphone setup. Okay. I have to reroute my microphone so that it is hooked up properly. Uh, where is where's the mic setup? Okay, there it is. Do I use, yes. There we go. This, hang on. The face tracking thing also not doing well? Hang on. 1 second. No, I think it's just detecting the low level stuff in the background. 1 second. I did not think to test this in here, so that is why we do these things. To test them out, see how they work. Okay. Oh, did this thing reset all of the basic stuff? Did I accidentally reset the whole thing? Hang on. I think I did. Yep. It, in fact, did. Okay, let me. Hmm. This is gonna take me a second. This needs to use that. That. No, that's not working. Okay. Oh, right, because I have it turned off. That explains it. And now for the other thing, where is it? Sorry, just getting this thing set up. This thing, thing that checks the form of the mouth is not it. I'm a little busy right now, Blossom. Thank you for the raid all the same, but I'm trying to fix stuff. Would you kindly... You couldn't have waited till I got this finished? Couldn't have waited till I fixed this little issue I'm having right now? The new setup and all that junk? Finish faster? Do you want me to end stream? Do you want me to end stream? Because that's how you get it to happen. That's how you get stuff like that to happen. You want me to end the stream? Is that what you want? Go ahead. First person to say do it, coward. You all know who you can blame for when I end the stream. If you don't think I can do it, if you don't think I will do it, ask anybody. Ask anyone who has seen, because that's happened before. I've had someone say, "And end the stream, you won't do it," and I did it. I am that crazy to do it. Don't do it. Do you what? Okay, I'm gonna give you a pass on this because you did say a moment ago, because someone did mention, it's like a bunch of people have said do not do it, but Legacy, right there, you are encroaching. You're saying don't do it, which means to do it. Is that what you want? Go ahead. Say it. See what happens. See what happens. See the consequences to your actions. Because I will do it. I will 100% do it. If you don't think I will, can't even lockdown chat with points to save us. Hey, you know whose fault it is. I actively encourage bullying in this context. I will proceed to not F around and find out. Okay. There you have the smart move. Now, excuse me, I'm trying to fix a thing. Let me finish this up. The wrong thing. Try this. It's gonna take me a bit because I gotta get the numbers right. Okay. I think that will do that part. Now I need to get this part, and hopefully it will be better. Let's see. Did that help? Um, hmm. Let's try this. Wow, that smoothing is on a hair trigger. Like, I turned smoothing up to 1, and it's like, yep, that's all you're getting. Like, here, this is like, look at this. This is smoothing. This is mouth movement smoothing on 1, and this is it on 0. Like, what the heck? Why is there no in between on this? That is really stupid. Let me try. Let me try something. See if it helps, because this is a weird one. This is strange. Mm, there's the mouth movement thing. That is not at all what I'm looking for. Like, I'm trying to get this thing to be better, but it is like, the heck? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Did that help any? I'm not sure. Um, I guess the only way to tell is just by attempting it. It looks like it's doing a little bit better, but not by much. Not by much. Okay. I'm going to give this a try and see if this works a little bit better. Hopefully it does. We'll have to see. I'll have to do some recalibrating, but here we are. Back again. Now, I can see a bunch of Blossom's viewers have already left. Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, Blossom, do you want to join in? Judging by your lack of response, I'm going to just guess that's a no. Okay. Okay. Didn't Blossom make it clear that they are in the shower? I don't pay attention to what she has to say. You assume I care about what Blossom's input is. Oh, hi, what? I was talking to my DM. I'm guessing that means you're not joining me? Can I make that assumption? I don't know what that's referencing. I am I am shower and then I will be back. Once again, ignoring grammar. Which is worse, Blossom trying to grammar or Blossom trying to human? A feat of which we know she is not the best at. We know for a fact. Blossom's capacity for such things are not her best track record. And this smoothing thing is not the best. You gotta have it like completely off for it to actually do any proper tracking. On the mouth at least. Wish there was just like a little teensy bit more smoothing on the mouth. Dang it, missed. Naming them by their laugh. Oh, you're talking about okay. Yeah, okay. Anyway, to what I was saying initially, I got a new setup thing going on. So I now have, thanks to the efforts of my audience, largely in part to Panzer, because god damn it, I now have got two very important pieces of equipment that have drastically improved the quality of streaming for myself and just general control. So the first thing I'm going to say that we got that's brand new, that's I'm really happy to have, I got some new headphones. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a major thing, but they are a cabled studio grade headset. They're not the wireless stuff that I've been using. I've been using wireless Steel Series headphones, which have been very good headphones for me. But I have studio grade aux input headphones. And I forget what the name of the brand is. I can actually find out what that brand was. They're one of the more popular headphones that people use for videos and recordings. The ones I got were the Biodynamics. I got the Biodynamics DT7 770 Pro 80. They're the over ear earbuds, and they cost around $200. They're very expensive, but they are studio grade, so the audio quality is a lot better. Now, one of the benefits to having better headphones for streaming, and these headphones specifically are recommended for both editing, video recording, audio recording, voice acting. They're the best like recommended for all purpose. So it's like if you do a lot of different things, that's what these ones were recommended for their highest quality. So that's why I decided to go for these ones. They were largely very recommended. I looked them over a bunch just to see if they were going to serve the purposes that I wanted. And they serve pretty much every purpose that I want, so that's why I got them. But namely, the main reason why I wanted to get new headsets is because I got the Roland Bridgecast X. a full audio mixer, a four-track dual bus audio mixer that is also a capture card, and that is also a control pad. This thing is fantastic for streams and can let me do so many fun things. One of which being a thing that I am going to probably use more often than I should, or maybe very little. And that is what I will promptly be calling my emphasis button, or more accurately, the echo button, just to make sure people understand my point. I've got two versions. I've got a few different versions. So we've got the echo button, and we've got the deep echo button, and then we've got just the deep button. We've got funny buttons. We've also got, and I have a dedicated, like, proper, I have a proper, like, beep button. The only downside to the beep button is that I cannot route it through Discord. I haven't figured out how to route it through Discord without it being a major hassle. I know of methods to route it through Discord, but not in a way that integrates it to my setup properly. So that's something I need to work on. Other than that, I am still working on figuring out how a bunch of the control pad stuff works, but it's all pretty much set up. Now, the thing that makes the mixer so great is that while you all are listening to the music at a particular volume, it is turned down for me. And if I wanted to, give me a second. Just checking to make sure stuff is working proper. Yeah. If I wanted to, I can turn the music up for all of you. So right there, I've turned the music up a little bit for you guys. Right here is where I've been having it, which might be a little bit too low. But for me, it's nice and quiet. Now, I'm still figuring out the audio levels. I'm still trying to figure out what's proper audio levels for all of you and what isn't. Still trying to understand a lot of that. That's going to take me some time. That's going to take me a little bit of time to understand. But I will eventually get it. Yeah, because I've got a few little things here. Sorry, I'm just twiddling with the stuff. But the thing that makes it great is that previously I've had to sort of finagle my way around a bunch of different audio stuff while live. But now I have a little control pad of buttons, knobs, and everything that I can press to adjust all sorts of different things and make it a ton easier on me and keep the streams flowing. Like right here, I can press this button because there's a button below the knob that totally mutes everything, but I can also set it so that it could just mute it for me and not you guys, or I can set it so that it could just mute it for you guys and not me. There's a bunch of different ways I could set it up, but I haven't tried to just go full ham on everything just yet. I am wanting to just slowly get used to it and adjust it on the fly. Now, the other thing that's made this device super duper handy is, while I already had one of these, this has streamlined it immensely. This thing is also a capture card, and it can do this up to 2 devices. So what I mean by that is it has it has 3 HDMI ports in the back. 2 of them are in ports, and 1 of them is the out port. The out port goes into the monitor that I want to display from my, say, Switch. And the import is me plugging the HDMI from my Switch into the back of my into the back of the Roland, into the back of the capture card. I can do this for 2 devices. So if I ever get, possibly due to you guys, a second console device, I can plug it into this. I can plug it into the mixer, which is also a capture card, and I can just choose which one I want to stream. So if I eventually start streaming more PC content, it means that I don't have to finagle, unplug, or move a whole bunch of stuff out of the way to get it to work the way I want it to. I can just go and it works. Why did the throw myself? I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna acknowledge that until that sentence is constructed in a way that makes sense. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. The yeah, the audio mixer. It's also a capture card, and it's actually a really high quality capture card. Like, if I pull up the app, there's actually a little thing here that lets me see this. Let me find it. Some here. Where's it under? Is it in game? I remember seeing a thing that would tell me what the capture thing was. Don't see where it's at right now. Yeah, it's under system. Yeah, I can capture this up to 4K. So I can do 4K capture rates. Now, that's not something I'm really going to be needing it for, but it's the fact that it has that upgradability and versatility that makes it very helpful. My previous one was only going up to I think 1920 by 1080. I believe that was the limit that I had my previous one up. But now I can go up to higher qualities like 2K or 4K with no loss of quality. And that's big. That's big for recording on consoles. But anyway, having this device has freed up a lot of cables on my system, or these 2 devices. My headphones will never have the issue with having to deal with the cord from the going across my lap, because previously the way my setup worked with, if my headphones started to die out because they were wireless, is that I would need to put them in the charger, and that goes from my right to my left, which means it was basically going across my lap and or over my shoulder, so my right arm would often get tangled in it. But now it's the audio comes in from my left, from under my desk. I have a cable, I have a thing, I forget what they're called. It's like a track, but basically there's a thing that's got a stick, a glue adhesive thing on the back that you peel off, and you stick it to the underside of your desk, and you run your cables through that. So I have one of those running on the underside of my desk to the left part of it that my headphone cables come out of. So there's no cable clutter. It's not going across the top of my desk, which I don't like. It's going underneath my desk, but it's held firmly in the spot where I want it to be, which means the cable won't clutter because it's going underneath of my left arm or a little bit inward. So that means that even though my left arm is still like totally free to move about without any struggle, and my entire right side is totally free of any clutter now. It's genuinely fantastic. It makes my setup a whole lot more comfortable. But again, the best part to this a lot is the fact that the headsets, one, it works perfectly with the Roland Bridgecast, and that it's freed up a whole bunch of stuff. Now, the last thing I want to mention, and why I'm so happy to have the Roland Bridgecast, y'all might be able to hear it, but the audio, if I have the settings put up right, should sound a lot cleaner. Like, my audio should sound much cleaner than what it did before. Well, I say much. It's going to sound a little bit better now because it's going through an XLR cable instead of a USB, and it's going directly through the Roland. So that means that this device is now hooked up to my console. It is hooked up to my PC. It is obviously hooked up into my PC, but it's getting information from my Switch for capture cards. It's pulling the audio from my microphone, which is XLR compatible, and it's also going through my headset. So I can route a whole bunch of stuff from my headset and my mic, my Switch, all through this one device. And one of the other things that I'm thinking about now, I have not bought this before. I have considered getting these before, but I have been putting it off as a personal expense, not something necessary. It's something that I would like to have for my setup, not because I need it, but because it would complete the setup. But I have been putting it off for a while, and I still don't think I'll get it. I still think I won't get it, but it is much higher on my list of things that I would like to get for my setup. Now, nobody tell Panzer about this, because he's going to lose his mind and be like, oh, gotta give him money for that, because he will do that. He's that freaking crazy. But anyway, I was thinking about getting some speakers. My setup does not have speakers. I have not included speakers in my setup, and I have not gotten speakers specifically because I haven't needed them. I've had no need for speakers in my setup as of current. And the reason for that is because my setup is purely like isolated audio based. So the whole thing with my setup is that it is all like, the only way I get audio is through my earbuds. That, not my earbuds, my headphone. And that's all I've needed. I haven't had the need to get speakers, because they're not good for streaming, because then they'll feedback, because audio from the speakers will feed back into the microphone, and it's not good for just general, like, use case for what I do, which is video editing and voice acting. All of that stuff requires isolated audio, meaning in your headset, for you to hear things clearly. Hello, it's really wow, that hiccup hit me. Hello. But yeah, anyway, what was I saying? All right. The reason I have been considering getting speakers is more just to complete the setup and for personal use, because that's the only time I'm going to ever use those speakers, is for personal use. But that's why I haven't had them very high on the priority list. They are, by all accounts, they are specifically just a luxury item to me. Speakers are not a necessity. Like, everything else I have gotten has been in some way a means to improve upon the streams. Like, even something that seems like a luxury is in a way I am using to feed back into making streams more manageable, comfortable, and fun, not just for myself, but for my audience. A good example is the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck is not necessary, but it helps improve a lot of things. It lets me like move around, like I can change poses because it hooks up really well with VTubing stuff. It's very helpful for that. It can let me change scenes, set up reactions, like all my toggles. I can like set all of my toggles through the Stream Deck and it not take up like hotkey commands on my keyboard. And it can also let me do like sound effects way easier by comparison to just trying to hotkey all of the sound effects. Having a little programmable button pad is really, really helpful as a VTuber. Like, normally I would say, like, as a regular streamer, like, if you do, like, video, like, cam content, where you're, like, if you're, like, a flesh tuber, a Stream Deck really is more of luxury. But for a VTuber, it is a fantastic utility tool. I'm actually going to let me see something. Blossom, are you listening to the stream? If you are, get your phone, grab whatever way. I know you're showering or whatnot. Need you to like type something so I know you hear this. I guess she can't hear this. That or she's like just actively ignoring me. Neither of those are good options, I think. Does not appear to be going anywhere. Okay. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. Yeah, the new setup stuff is just great. Like, I have all of these new things. I say all of these new things, but like, I've gotten 3 new things. Well, technically 2. No, technically it's 3. Because the purchase I made was for a audio mixer, the Roland Bridgecast X, and the new headset that I have, which is for long term recording. I always try to think long term whenever I get stuff. The third thing I got was an XLR cable for the microphone so that I could connect the microphone to the Roland. Now, I had an XLR cable, but I didn't use that one because I was worried that the cable might be outdated in some capacity. Like it might have been one of the cheap cables that I got back when I got like a $50 set. And I did not know about how that would affect the quality. So I went and got a dedicated cable, one that I saw was highly recommended. Astral help. I don't even like basketball, but they just released a new NBA One Piece crossover figure for Law. Okay. What do you want me to help you with? Encouraging you not to buy it? Also, I asked for you earlier and you didn't respond. Tell me why I should even vindicate your question with a response when you didn't answer mine. Huh? I asked you if you were there and then you didn't respond. I was taking out the dog. Well, that sounds like a you problem, Blossom. I'll give you a pass. That means I wasn't there. Yeah. Anyway, I have a question for you. Okay. Do you have a Stream Deck? I'm just curious. Do you have one? Yes, I do. Which one do you have? The media? Because there's three different ones I know of. There's the Stream Deck Mini, there's the Stream Deck, and then there's the large Stream Deck. Which one do you have? You have the large one. Okay. Did you know that you can stack them? Not the XL. Yeah, I don't have the XL either because that's a mixer, I believe, and I don't need that. I think it's a mixer. Is it a mixer? I think it is. Yeah, yeah, because it has an XLR connector. But anyway, did you know that they can stack? Your response time continues to be amazing. Stack. As in, you can have multiple of them and they can work together like a single piece of equipment. Why would I ever read you're a VTuber? Imagine having imagine this. Imagine having a single button that can switch your model and then give you an array of buttons that let you go through all of the toggles for every model. Eh, eh. Yo, that would be cool. Here's another cool option. I already do that with folders. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the limitation with folders. It all folders folders reset whenever you click on a new program back to the base. So if you have folders, the thing will always reset to the base. If you have multiple buttons, you just have those buttons at the ready all the time. You cannot tell me that's not a good thing to have. Though admittedly, I do agree with the statement. It is access. It is in fact access. I do eventually want to get the large version, not to replace the one that I currently have, but rather to add to it. Because I can actually think of a bunch of functions that having two of these would have for me. Where I would place it on my desk currently, I am not 100% sure, but I have an ideal spot for it that I would use it for. But that would come way down the line. But I definitely know what I would have it for is I would have the regular sized one be dedicated to basically like all my audio stuff where it's handling like Discord, the Roland app, the um, bridge, all the different stuff that I could do for audio. So it's like this one right here on my desk would definitely be used for. Also, we're going to get to art. We are going to get to it. I just wanted to chat a little bit because I was excited about all the new stuff I got. So this Stream Deck I would probably use for like OBS, Discord, all my audio stuff. It'd be my utility button. It's like this is what I would use for all my utility stuff. And then the second one I would use for sound effects and my VTuber stuff because that would be the most useful for it is that I could have all of my VTuber stuff be like at an arm's length, just at the ready. That would be fantastic because I have about 12 different toggles, which works great. And I also have about 7 different poses. Hi, Draco. What's up? You here to threaten me with empty threats again? This is stuffy in here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna turn my air conditioner up. I'll be right back. Ah, on my microphone. I bet Wardo could do that for 3D models like me. Anything that can have like a programmable things is like really fantastic for that. Empty threats, he says. Prove me wrong. I'll wait. Ah! Ah! I take it back. I take it back. And dang it. uh you're not you're not supposed to call me out on that. That's not how that's supposed to work. Wait, I thought you did a thing with Panzer that was like a truce that shut up Blossom. Don't encourage this. I thought there was like a thing with Panzer that you did that this wasn't a thing that you were going to do. Like, what the heck? What happened to that? What happened to that whole thing you said you was doing with Panzer, that you was a Draco of your word? What did I miss there? I thought I was gonna... Also, didn't you, like, do a thing with Blossom? Like, you said you did a thing with Blossom with the timer. Where did you get the money to do that from if you already did that with Blossom? That's not how that's supposed to... The deal with Panzer was to get Blossom till the 15th so I could hit her as well. Oh. I see. Wait. Does that mean Panzer... Nobody tell Panzer I'm live. None of you guys. Don't you dare tell Panzer I'm live. I don't want to see the repercussions of that. Draco, you already hit the full thing. I hope you've hit your full thing as it is. Like, I think you're done for the night. Maybe. Because that's a lot. What you just did was a lot. Nobody tell Panzer I'm live. Not a single person. Nobody tattle. Okay? Nobody tattle. Because if Panzer sees what Draco did, there's a good chance I might be screwed. I'm gonna tell Panzer, don't tell Panzer. Don't tell him. Keep him away from this. Holy moly, 50 subs. Yeah. And here I thought, man, this month's gonna be a bit low on pay when it comes to adding stuff, because it's been slow going because of stuff, because like I haven't been streaming as much this month. Lo and behold, Draco said, nah, you're getting paid. And I'm just like, why? Panzer already did so much for this month as it was with the direct donos. And here you are doing this? Why? There's some real cool people in the gift subs reception list. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. That's gonna be ringing for a while. Ugh. This has proven itself to be a very interesting situation. I have informed Panzer. Okay, I'm sorry. But Blossom going, I got one, is really funny to me. Blossom just like, hey, I got a gift sub. Oh, really? I wonder why. Now I can shower and watch without ads. I have informed Panzer. So let's get started on the art portion of the stream because I've been talking way too much, apparently. I've been talking way too much. I'm gonna change the music. Actually, no, I think the music we got's fine. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit. Alright, and mute it for myself. Okay. How many more times is that thing? How do we have a level 8 hype train out the gate from one person? Damn. Ow. What the heck was that? What got thrown at me? Those don't look like bits. Were those bits? Oh. Hey, look at that. That's the emote we got from that. Yay. Yippee. They threw bits to make the hype train. Well, the hype train ended. It you threw 90. Man, I don't want to say this to sound mean, but like 95 bits is not going to extend a level 8 hype train to level 9. That is still going. Oh, okay, it's over now. Just as I got to say differently, it was like, nope. Draco, I want to put you in the corner for your actions. Anyway, all that nonsense having fallen, I guess let's get to this then. I am just gonna get started. You'll challenge me again eventually and regret it. Do I do a stupid thing? Do I do the stupid thing? Well, I'm gonna have to go back to my tried and true method of knowing whether or not I do the stupid thing or not, and that's to ask the simple question of, would it be funny? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, it would be funny. So I'm gonna do the stupid thing. Try me. Try me. You can't possibly do that a second time. Like, you cannot do that a second time. There's just no one is going to waste that much money on on like such a minuscule VTuber, a male VTuber at that. Like, literally, like the least popular thing on Twitch. Like, no one's gonna waste money doing that for a bit. Not with any logical, cohesive sense. So try me. And by try me, I mean don't do anything at all. Because it would be a phenomenal waste of money.
Astral underscore cheered. X95.
That's not what you're supposed to do. That is not what you're supposed to do. I just peeked into the stream and got a gift sub. I shouldn't laugh. I really shouldn't laugh. But damn. It's funny. This is like getting a free cookie at Publix. This is going great. This is wonderful. I definitely wanted this to happen. Why? Oh, hi, Curfy. Thanks for the follow. You immediately get gift sub. Welcome to this weird thing that we're doing. Also, you've helped me get that much further along in my goal of getting more followers. Thank you. Today, Astral got hit with the find out. Man, I was threatening people with the F around and find out situation before. Early congrats on 1K? You assume I'm gonna get 1K? Remember, I said it first. Curfy, if I am not that good of a streamer, like, I am nowhere near that conceptual level because I don't have that kind of outreach or such. Like, I'm thankful you think I could do something like that, but that isn't going to be the case. Everyone loves free cookies, just you wait. I mean, yeah, everyone loves free cookies, but like, mine are just PNGs. Anyway, this is going to go from a whatever we were doing just now to working on art. You're getting the Blossom experience. But I'm not doing a subathon. This is adding to nothing other than my frustration. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna, like you said, get back to work. I'm gonna start my work. I'm gonna have to deal with all the dings. Thanks, Draco. Yes, and I thrive off of terrorizing folks. There's a possibility that you will reach 1K. I believe is less probable things. That is very poor grammar. Is it done? Nope. Is it over? I think it's over. You know, Panzer is going to have to show me up now, too. No, he doesn't. How many did they give? A lot. 61 in total. 75? It says 61 on the gift sub list. Double it and give it to the next person. That's not how that works. 75. I did 50 and 25. Why does it say 20? Wait, why does it say? Hang on a minute. Why does it say you've only given 61? Hang on a minute. Let me check something. That's not right. That shouldn't be doing that. It's slow to update. Let me refresh the thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's weird. So Twitch, refresh rate, fix your stuff. But anyway, someone drop 150 right now? No. Absolutely not. Also, all you had to do was postpone as I have a work dinner here soon. What do you mean exactly? What do you mean postpone? Like not stream? What are you talking about? What do you mean postpone? Postpone what? What am I postponing here? No, just not challenge me. But you set me up for it so well. You literally set me up for it. How could I? And it would be funny. It was funny. How could you tell me not to do this thing when it's a funny option no matter the consequences that occur from it? If you do nothing, I get a laugh out of it and it's funny. And if you do something, I suffer and everyone else laughs from it and it's still funny. No matter which way it goes, it's funny. Sure, one of those options has me like scrunching up and cringing from the kindness, but the other is like, you know, like no matter which way it goes, it's funny. You can't tell me it's not like a thing. You can't challenge me to do a thing if no matter what I do, it's gonna be funny. Like if no matter what I do, it ends up funny, then of course I'm gonna do it. Like that's like the thing. That's the thing we like to do, you know? VTubers, streamers, we like doing things because it's funny. Unrelated, but what rock type Pokemon do you think will produce the best rock salt? Hmm. Which one is most common to the ocean? No clue. Most of those are already in the water. Then I don't know. I'd say whichever one is closest to like being like near the ocean or salt-based water environment. Well, the pinging has finally stopped from all the gift subs. I'm going to calm down now and just get to work. And then Blossom can probably at some point scream at me to let her into the chat room on Discord. Also, hi, Curfy. I'm curious. How did you find my streams? Because I'm just curious now. Since you are a new person here, I get curious about how new people find me. But yeah, I'm just curious. How did you find me? How'd you come across this wacky, bizarre channel that is my channel? Were you part of Blossom's raid? Or did you just randomly stumble upon this weird goober? Blossom follows me on Twitter, and I was curious if her or any of the people she had linked to her channel were looking for a Catholic video editor. I was just kind of scrolling around. That is really funny. I wasn't gonna DM anyone because I'm shy, Lamau. It was just by coincidence. Yeah, Blossom's a regular here. She's a friend of mine. So the gift sub and stayed on for the art. Excellent. Hope you have a good time while you're here, and I hope I don't have any more anxiety attacks. I will also quickly mention this. Panzer hasn't showed up. I want it to stay that way. And to answer, just to have this go out of the way on this curvy. Panzer is a regular who likes to freak me out by dropping a lot of subs, but recently has been on a bender to drop a bunch of donations. And usually whenever he gets any access to that, I at Panzer in your Discord. Ah, good. So he won't listen to you then. Now, I wasn't talking... Hey, listen, I wasn't talking smack to Panzer. I was talking smack to you, Draco. I see what you posted in my Discord. I have someone like that on my YouTube streams. Drops 10 channel members a month. But why? Why does that happen? Why do this thing that... Ow, ow. I have got stomach cramps now. No clue. He told me he dumps his check on my streams. I worry for him. Here's my problem with Panzer. He's a veteran and has an excess amount of money, and I'm just like, why? You have so many other better options, but you choose me. Yes, but now he's being been challenged. He can't lose to me here as well. I mean, he can. Like, what do you... First of all, what measure are we... DM me, I'm not mean, mostly. Now, hold on a diddly dang second there, Blossom. Dear Blossom, what are you doing? I already told you I was going to be your editor for free, whether you liked it or not. Like, I'm going to be your editor for free because I need the practice. Hi, Sip. XO Dame. What about 2 editors? No, Draco. Don't give her the idea. Don't remind her that she can have multiple. I can have 2. Shut up. I'm the free one. You're going to come to me for editing because I need the practice. I want to get better at it. You haven't been giving me prompts to do more stuff. Blossom, come on. I was thinking the same thing. No, I'm just like no, I don't. I'm already jealous of the fact that she has other artists. I don't want to be jealous of the fact that she has other editors too. No, let me have this, damn it. Let me have this. It's the one thing I have. She gets 2 for the price of 1. Ah! Only if we could work together on some funny editing stuff and you could teach me. What program do you use, Curfy? I'm curious. What program do you use? Now I'm thinking about it, and I'm just like, what program? I'm having a hard time breathing now because I've been exasperated. Need a drink. Someone gifted him another 75. No! Just no! All I did was ask you what program you use for your editing. Why does that merit another 75? What logical reasoning is behind that? How am I supposed to get any work done when y'all keep messing me up? Oh, I went to the bathroom. MB. My bad. Okay. No, that's you good. You good. I'll ask the question once more. I used DaVinci. Yes! Used to use Adobe, but I dropped it after 7 to 8 years. Excellent choice. DaVinci, great. I currently use the free version, but I am thinking of getting the paid version. Because DaVinci is a big middle finger to Adobe, and I am 100% down for giving the middle finger to Adobe. I got the paid version, 100% worth it. Hang on, let me see. Is the paid version... one second, let me look some up. The new beta added an image editing feature to replace Lightroom. Nice. Hang on, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Give me a second. Let me take a look. It's a one-time buy, 230 something. Yeah. Let me see. So there's 2 versions. There's DaVinci Resolve and DaVinci Resolve Studio. Studio is the paid version, which is $295 US before tax. I cannot buy this right now, but I will consider buying it for the future. But hey, I use that program too, which means actually, if Blossom does get you as an editor and has me as an editor, we can work together and you can help me learn how to edit. I am totally down for this idea now. I'm a fast learner, so that's a good thing. Tag team. We can make Blossom look stupid in so many different ways. We can make her look beautiful and stupid, like the little weird creature that she is. Because that is ultimately what Blossom is at the end of the day. A beautifully stupid, weird creature. But I love her so much for it. She is a funny little thing that doesn't know what she's doing, but we all love her for it. Specifically because it's entertaining to watch her fumble about and not know what she's doing. She also goes on like little hour-long tangents about One Piece, specifically a character called Law. I love I love that that's the first thing that you say as a response. Oh no, this is going horribly. Hour long, try 4 hours. He has my second favorite fruit. Heads up. Curfy, heads up. Blossom is still catching up. So be mindful about spoilers. Be very mindful about spoilers with Blossom. Gotcha. Blossom is currently... Well, Blossom, you only just got to whole cake. You haven't gotten... You're not at whole cake. You just got to whole cake. There's a difference. At whole cake means that you're somewhere in the middle. Just started whole cake. There you go. Everyone dies. The end. I must away for my business dinner. Have a great rest of stream. Also, Panzer. I don't think he's showing up. I don't think Panzer's gonna show up. Paul can't die because Oda's wife would divorce him. That's a interesting statement. She jokes about that because Law is her favorite. People say that's why he lived past Dressrosa. Hmm. I'm about to get into solid focus mode now, so which means I'll probably be less responsive. Got into One Piece when it was still in Wano. Took me 11 months to catch up. Me, I'm a manga reader. I dabble in the anime every now and again when I think it's worth it, but I have a lot of gripes with the way Toei Animation handles things. If I catch up with an anime, I dive straight into the manga because I'm impatient. I'm gonna be honest with you. The manga is just better. I'm just gonna be real. The manga is just better. Now, there are moments where the anime outshines the manga, because they actually give a damn and put effort in. But the anime as a whole is a lesser experience than the manga, especially when they mistreat a lot of character moments. They have been very bad for that. Thing I really don't like, but it is what it is. I love the anime so far. Yeah, but Blossom, you also like things just because of feel more than anything else. That's sort of the vibe I picked up with you. But I'm not gonna say the anime is terrible. Like, the anime is not terrible. It's just inferior to the manga. I like to pre-time skip a lot more in the manga. That's fair. Pre-time skip is a lot. It has more adventurousness to it compared to post-time skip. Pre-time skip, it's more adventurous and wondrous. Post-time skip, it's more focused. There's more direction. Like there's a clear direction everything's heading post-time skip. Whereas pre-time skip, every new place felt like a new adventure. Whereas post-time skip, every new place is stacked on to the previous. It's sort of sequential. But that's kind of how it's meant to be set up because it's like that's how it's structured. Uh, I'm probably going to be a little less chatty now. I'm getting really into this. I'm also having a hard time breathing. I might call things a little sooner than I than I expected. I'm not sure why I'm having a hard time breathing. Probably from all the shouting. This is another reason why you don't want to overexcite me. I'll shout too much and then I can't breathe. I wanted him to get punched so hard. Oh, okay, yeah, you're talking about One Piece. Alright, I'm gonna just let that one go. You know, I don't think I'll bring Blossom into the chat now. I don't think I'll do it now. Simply because, well, it's gonna bring excitement. And right now I can't breathe. I forgot to ask, who are you drawing? I am doing commission work for Blossom. I'm doing a design for her next outfit. This is for her summer outfit. Her spring and summer outfit. What this is for. currently this is the going base design. We're feeling this one quite a bit. In case you didn't know, let me ask you this. Have you seen Blossom's posting her new model? Like the have you seen Blossom like posting a bunch of like the updates on her new model and all that stuff? Ow, 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 stomach cramp. Stomach cramp. Ow, ow, shh. Ow, 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 ow. Oof. But yeah, have you seen that? I haven't. Okay. Here's the 401. I'm the idiot that designed her model. Hi, I'm the VTuber Papa. She's currently having the VTuber Mama model it out, and then someone's going to rig it at some point. I don't know who's rigging it. Thanks for the stretch out. But yeah, I'm the one that designed Blossom's model. I also designed, modeled, and rigged my model. So that's also on the list thing of like skill sets that I have. Idiot who designed Blossom's model is defined in this context as good artist who does quality and intricate designs. I wouldn't describe them as intricate, but sure. The art for the model is done, and the rigging starts in May. It's being rigged by my friend Crannyberry. Oh, Barry's making that one? I didn't know Barry did rigging. If this is the person I think it is. Yeah, I didn't know Barry did rigging work. I also said Cranberry Berry, but it's Cranberry is how I meant to do that. Contrail, how? How the heck do you have ads? How is it we got 75 gift subs and you're the one person that doesn't have a sub? Brother, that is some awful misfortune. Like, there's bad luck, and then there's that. Thanks for the alert, Curfy. My throat hurts from shouting so much. I screamed too much. My throat hurt now. Thank you for the hydration. In other news, uh, job's been going well. As well as a job of my description can go. I get paid. Like, I think that's a merit, you know. It's weird getting paid after having not been paid for many years. It's interesting though. Glad your job is going well. Getting paid is a pretty nice perk. It'll be nice if I can manage to get full time. I get a full time job, that's even better. Sometimes you level up and get the perk of disposable income after enough EXP. It's an interesting way of framing that. I am actually having a hard time breathing. There are times I wonder how in the world I am friends with Blossom. For non-specific reasons that I won't state live on stream. There are times I am just baffled at the fact of, like, how did I become friends with this person? By all reasonable accounts, I should not have been friends with this person. But yet here I am, friends with this weird little creature. Like, how is that a thing? I think the same thing about everyone I met post 2020. It'd be weird like that. Like, how did I come to know this weird creature called Blossom? Oh, I went the wrong way. Here we go. Mm. All of it. I think so. one little thing I want to add to the base. One small little thing. Hero just working and cleaning. Love your art, dude. Thank you. I'm also still here, just really focused. It doesn't happen very often. Me getting focused on stream, that happens pretty decently, but me getting focused, like, generally is like, Okay. Blossom, are you present in the chat right now? Shower can't have taken that long. I am here. I haven't showered yet. What have you been doing this whole time? You've had 2 hours to shower. I'm in VC. Why didn't you say anything? Oh, you're in a different VC. Okay. Well, I need you for a minute, Blossom. Blossom is one of the most inconvenient people to work with sometimes. After this, we'll wrap stream up and yeah. Hopefully she doesn't take 5 millennia to, get here. I'd like to still be, relatively young. Hi, Blossom. You're muted on stream.
Am I muted on stream?
No, because I had you muted on stream.
Why?
Because sometimes I want to shut the people I am with up. Anyway, you're not muted anymore. Now, I want
Okay.
some feedback about how we feel about this. So, first we got the base design. I added a new little thing. You might be able to notice it.
The thing on the arm?
Yes, I gave you.
I like it.
I gave you a arm sleeve glove thing, reminiscent to this on your shoes, the little stocking kind of thing, the semi-stocking thing, so that you had some counterbalance.
I love it.
So it adds a bit of balance to the asymmetrical portions of the design in a V-shape formation. And I haven't added it onto this side just yet, but I can do that very quickly. Once I get this move over, we can give some feedback on the upper portion. So what do we think on this?
I like it.
You think this is the design we want to go for?
Like the finished design?
Yes. Do you think this is the design you want to go for?
The one thing I don't like is the thing on the other arm. Looks too loose to me. Looks like it's just like a string.
It was. Just because you're so klutzy, my thought process was, what if you just had a sense to just tie a random string around your arm just for the shits and giggles?
I used to do that as a kid.
I freaking knew that would be something you did. That's why I included
would find
it.
cool, colorful string and I would just tie it around my arms and I'd be like, yeah!
So here's the thought process. Instead of removing it and adding something else, what if I did more?
Yes!
just tie a bunch of strings around the other arm for giggles.
Yes.
And you think that'll be it? That'll be the one thing that you bring the whole thing together?
I think so.
All right. Well, I'll do that sometime soon. Probably tonight or tomorrow. And you want to know what comes after?
What?
Line art.
Line art! Yay!
Which means we get to the fun part once the line art's done. The thing you like a lot.
Color.
Yes.
Yes.
You can finally eat crayons.
Yay! Crayons!
Delicious.
Finally, some good freaking food.
I need to make that image of you, of like a chat model of you munching on a crayon.
Look at what Laurie drew me.
What did Laurie draw you?
Wait, it's not loading. Into here. One pizza.
Mugiwara no Luffy. It should have been Law.
It probably
It should have been a Law plushie of all things. Is what it should have
been. Me, like trying to shove One Piece down people's throats. Mostly Law.
The problem is you can't do that with me because I know things.
You probably know more than I do.
Yeah, like how.
No, you definitely know more.
Like how every single time Oda in an SBS has been asked about a character, been asked about a male character's junk, he has given a straight answer.
Oh no.
I will not forget the fact that somebody just straight up asked, "Can Luffy stretch his?" And Oda just goes, "Yes." Next question.
I mean, that was confirmed in Amazon Lily.
Yeah, this was before Amazon Lily. So when asked that question, Oda was just like, "Yes."
I know someone asked something about Aokiji.
I think somebody at one point asked if Robin could duplicate her boobs, and Oda just said yes. Next question. And my thought process was like, oh no, what have you done?
What have you done? What have you done?
Made some really interesting fan art for the fandom.
Oh, I'm scared.
Booby pillow in IRL. Man, imagine Frankie. Frankie's got the best wife. Literal booby pillow.
Oh.
There's so many. You gotta think, Frankie is a freak, but Robin might be freakier. There's a reason she needs a freak of a husband.
Exactly.
She needs someone to match her freak.
I'm dumb because I was like, look, I saw someone cosplaying the Heart Pirates, and I'm like, oh, they have a uniform, which means I could get a cosplay of their uniform and just wear it around conventions until someone notices. It's like, yes, it's a One Piece reference, yes! I'm a Heart Pirate.
You can pretend that you don't have back problems. That's the only reason you really want to be with Law, is just he can fix every single health problem you have.
Please fix my health problems, sir. I'll be you're a member of your group. Oh, please, Captain.
Meanwhile, Law, no.
No. I'm sure Law wouldn't like me if he met me. That's just
To be fair,
a
consider
given.
consider the following. He invited a dumbass bear.
True, maybe he would let me on his crew.
But with that, I'm going to call stream and raid someone.
Okay.
Let's see, who is a good candidate for tonight? Ugh. We got a few people. Hang on. All right, we'll go raid Games Grotto because Cranberry's there.
Yay!
You can gush and stuff to Cranberry about modeling and like the rigging stuff.
Yeah, she does really good rigging.
I'll look into her a little bit more. All right, bye bye everybody.